Alright, what's up everybody? We're about to do our Elimination Chamber video. And
more WrestleMania stuff.
more WrestleMania build, Road to WrestleMania, all that kind of stuff. And what's the other pay-per-view they have?
Fastlane.
Is it Fastlane? Okay.
Fastlane.
That's after Elimination Chamber, right?
That is. So Elimination Chamber is this weekend, and you'll have a weekend with nothing in it, and then Fastlane. So, couple quick things. Obviously the Super Bowl. Patriots won the Super Bowl. So me and Taylor were right on who we thought would win.
I looked like I was gonna be right the first half.
You look like you were gonna be right till
quarter three, like
quarter
halfway
5.
through.
But so congratulations to the Patriots. Thanks everybody who watched our NFL videos. We'll do next season stuff.
Be on the lookout for a pre-draft video and post-draft video. Few like draft videos probably.
Yeah, and we have an Instagram now, so check it out. We'll be posting stuff to that. Excuse me. All right, so Elimination Chamber. Getting into it. You got obviously the Elimination Chamber match is the big one. You know, we're not going to spend too much time on the whole card, but
who's in the Elimination Chamber match?
You got Baron Corbin. You got AJ Styles.
They're not doing a Raw and a SmackDown. They're doing one collective one.
This is a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Okay.
Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton.
So will Fastlane just be Raw?
Not Randy Orton. Fastlane's a Raw.
Okay. Last year they didn't do that because they didn't have the brand split. So this is the first time they've had an Elimination Chamber in a while with the brand split.
So those 5 guys, Baron, AJ, Cena, Bray, Dean Ambrose.
They gotta have a 6th guy. They always have 6 Elimination Chambers.
It might be. It's somebody, but that's
I can
not
look it up if you want.
Yeah, let's look it up. We got our.
We can continue to go through, but
I'm predicting. As crazy as it sounds, I think they're gonna take the. I think they're gonna take the title off Cena, and I could see a Bray Wyatt getting the title, and like that. I think that'd lead to a good feud between him and Randy Orton, leading up to because Randy Orton has his WrestleMania match. You know, since he.
I don't think they're gonna take it off of him so soon. Like especially when it's Cena. I don't think they'll make a Cena title reign like 3 weeks or whatever.
2.
Yeah, I just don't.
2 weeks.
Because especially like it's the one that tied Ric Flair. I can't see them being like, all right, one of our top stars we've ever had tied one of the best wrestlers ever. Like that title reign only being 2 weeks. That's crazy talk.
Who's all? I think I had him on. I don't know why.
All right, let's see. This is the Wikipedia that they filled in so far. They have John
The
Cena.
Miz.
They got John Cena, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, The Miz, Baron Corbin, and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, The Miz. I knew I was missing one.
And then we have the whole card here, so this video will be a little bit more smooth throughout the video.
I don't know who like. I think the Bray Wyatt WrestleMania match with Randy Orton would. I think
the only person that would win besides Cena retaining might be AJ Styles. But I don't think The Miz would win. I don't think Dean Ambrose will win. Baron Corbin, I wish he would win, but he won't.
I don't know. They're giving him a push. I mean, it's a pretty good push.
I don't know. I don't see them. I think they're gonna have Cena retain, and I don't know. If they do, I think AJ Styles would be the guy to win though. If they do.
Okay. So I'm taking Bray Wyatt. You're taking either AJ or Cena.
Yeah.
Just don't know yet. Just
if anybody else wins, I think it would be Bray Wyatt. I just don't think it would.
Okay, American Alpha. I'm sure they'll keep the titles and go all the way to WrestleMania with them. They just kind of became champions not too long ago.
Yeah. Plus, usually when they have this many people in a match, they have like 4 tag teams.
Yeah.
They usually there's like 2 filler ones. There's one that could win the title, and then there's the champions.
Because I really doubt they're gonna let. I mean, are you really going to let Heath Slater and Rhino go over on American Idol? 2 Olympians? Like, are you going to let Heath Slater and Rhino go over on them? Like, I
don't think that's why, but I think it'll just be more like...
I don't think they do.
This close to WrestleMania, they don't want to change the title, because then you have to sell somebody being champion with 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not only do you have to build the match already, but you're trying to sell a different person as champion in only 2 weeks. That's kind of hard to do. They don't like doing that very much either.
Apollo Crews is getting a really good push here lately. He's got a match with Dolph Ziggler, and a handicap match with Kalisto. So
there's 2 guys that have a ton of potential that have been just kind of like haven't been able to do anything really.
Yeah, they're giving Apollo Crews a pretty good little push though. Like I like his little push he's getting. I mean, it's not bad, but They could definitely do more with Apollo Crews. He's got the look. He's got the.
Him and Ziggler, they could do way more with each of them.
Oh, they know our opinion on if they've watched any of our videos.
Yeah.
I'm so upset about the way they treat Ziggler, but
And let's see, Luke Harper versus Randy Orton.
that's kind of like a Wyatt family thing. I don't really know what they're gonna do with that
I'm
because that's
seeing
not
definitely interference on that one. I can go ahead and call it false finish on that one.
Yeah, it's like
Almost guaranteed.
That one is you. It's gonna lead to something, but you're not gonna know what it's leading to until you get a winner.
That's why I kind of don't like some of these pay-per-view before WrestleMania, because it's always you never really know they're not gonna do a whole lot. They're kind of just waiting until WrestleMania. They want that big payoff if they do a big. I think it'll be a false finish on that one.
Okay.
And then
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss versus Naomi.
Alexa Bliss is retaining.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't see maybe one title change, maybe. I know they don't like doing that very often. Sometimes they will do it, like the Elimination Chamber one. The only reason I think Cena might is because there's 6 people in it. And they might do the, alright, really, if this is for real, what are the chances one guy would win? But I mean, I've seen him retain it before in an Elimination Chamber.
I've seen him retain it in a lot of situations.
The time Edge cashed in on him, he retained it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was the first time he ever.
That was the first cash in ever. It's probably a good thing to watch. It was 06. It was the first pay-per-view of the year. I forgot what they called it. It was in January.
Oh, I can't even remember.
It wasn't the Rumble though. It was the Elimination Chamber, but it was before it had its own gimmick pay-per-view. It was called I forgot. It's on the network. It's the first pay-per-view in 06. It was a really good match. And then right after Edge cashed in, and it's never been done before. Everybody needs to watch that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Kurt Angle was in that one too.
Hopefully, Kurt Angle's going to be doing something here soon.
That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know who they'd have him wrestle though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who do you think? What do you think they're going to do with the Rollins angle if they can't do that? Who's going to be Triple H's opponent? A lot of people are saying Shayna back. I think that would be kind of cool.
Man, that'd be really cool.
They could have pulled the trigger on that many times.
This is the prime. If Rollins can't come back, this is the prime. That'd be a Shayna Mac Triple H match, and I can't stand Triple H. That'd be cool.
I like the matches with a lot of backstory that they could have done an angle for years, and then they finally do it kind of thing.
Man, that'd be.
They
awesome.
could do you're trying to take control of the company, and they could do a lot.
My dad owns the company.
Yeah, they could easily do. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be good. So Raw,
which is why I want to see the Cena Orton. I'm the only person on the face of the planet that wants to see it, but
yeah, I think you're the only one who wants to see
everybody's complaining about it. But would you rather see that they've done it before a lot, but at least it wouldn't be thrown together at the last minute. Well, it would be, but it's that's something they can throw together at the last minute if that's not going to be terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Orton.
I don't really like the Bray Wyatt Orton thing. I just think it I don't know.
Well, I don't like.
It's okay.
I don't like him in the Wyatt family, so I want the transition out. And I think
I just don't think a feud with him and Bray Wyatt. I just wouldn't care.
You wouldn't?
I don't know. The last few Bray Wyatt feuds, I wanted to see him and Lesnar. That's what I wanted to see. The feud he had with Ambrose and Reigns, and I don't know. I just thought it was boring. I want to see him and Lesnar. I thought that would be good.
That'd be a good match.
I thought that's what they're gonna do whenever he came back from his fight with Mark Hunt. Whenever he had that big, and nobody knew who he was gonna fight.
Yeah.
And it ended up being Orton. I thought they should have made it Bray Wyatt. I thought that would have been awesome because they kind of foreshadowed it in the Rumble that year.
Yeah, because he come out and eliminated the whole Wyatt family. Then
they came out
when Bray Wyatt come out, they come back in the ring and eliminate.
Yeah, that's what they should. And then they haven't touched on it yet. They could easily do they could pull the trigger on that like that because they could just use that.
Just be saving it.
They might be saving it.
You never know. So Raw was obviously Raw was Monday, and I think the big takeaway from Raw was the Goldberg segment with Jericho and Kevin Owens. Obviously, Goldberg and Lesnar, he come out, Lesnar challenged him to a fight. He come out and accepted it. But before he accepts Lesnar's fight at Mania, they're going to have a Kevin Owens-Goldberg title match at Fastlane. So...
I just don't think they're going to do the title change on that either. That'll be 2 weeks before WrestleMania, or a couple weeks before. There's
It'll
no
be a
way.
month and a half.
I just don't... Because not only, like we were saying, they have to already build WrestleMania. On top of that, now you're having to promote this guy as champion. And then, let's say Goldberg wins it. He's almost 50 years old. I know that hasn't stopped him before because Hulk Hogan came back in 2002 and got the title, and Vince has had the title, and Triple H had it last year this time, so... I really hope they don't do that.
I think the
and if they give it to Lesnar, it's the same thing. Lesnar's a part timer.
I think the reason I would bet on the Goldberg getting the title is because the ultimate way for Lesnar to come back over Goldberg is to beat him at Mania for the title. If you beat him at Mania, like, yeah, you beat him at Mania, he's beat you 3 times. But if you beat him at Mania for the Universal Championship...
Kind of makes up for it a little bit. I see that.
And, I mean, at the same time, then we could set up a really cool match between Finn Balor and Goldberg and Lesnar. I think that'd be a cool match.
I feel like that's kind of... I think that's kind of like everybody wanting to see Daniel Bryan and Lesnar 2 years ago, and it's kind of like, come on now, like... At least Goldberg and him physically match up. I mean, I do like seeing a speed guy and a power guy, but it's like with Lesnar, I just want somebody who can like remotely defend themselves.
Well, I think Finn Balor can take that like when him and Rollins would fight, and he would like go to suplex Rollins, and Rollins would backflip and like land on his feet.
See, Rollins is perfect, I thought, for that role.
But I think Finn Balor could take that to a whole new level. Like I think that could be like
him and Rollins had some really underrated chemistry. Lesnar and Rollins. I thought they were perfect. Like, the match... Because nobody remembers their match, but because The Undertaker came out and disrupted it.
Yeah.
That was a really good, like, 5 or 6 minutes match before, like, The Undertaker came out.
I just think...
I think Finn Balor could kind of recreate some of that, the things I liked about that, though.
Or you could really just... If we're going to really take a long time to get the title back on Finn Balor, you could go, like, Lesnar takes the title off Goldberg, saying that the Fastlane change happens. Lesnar takes the title off Goldberg... Somebody's going to take the title off Goldberg here soon, or whoever.
That's what I mean. Because if they take it off Owens, everybody's like jumping to the conclusion that Owens is going to lose it soon. Trust me, I wouldn't mind seeing that because I'm kind of getting a little stale. But it's like if he loses it, he has to lose it to Goldberg, and then he loses it to Goldberg. You know Goldberg's not going to hold it long.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to do 2 titles.
WrestleMania is the end of his contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you going to have 2 title changes from here to WrestleMania? Like, not even 2 months from now. That would be so lame. Like, and they probably would do that too. That's the weird part. That's the crazy part. They probably would think about doing that.
I mean, you could go like a really long.
Because I mean, what do you want to do? Make the title worthless? It's a brand new title they just debuted, but it's not even a year ago, and you're handing it over to all these people.
Well, it's already a tainted title though, if you think about it, with the Finn Balor situation. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
It's already a tainted title, so I mean,
the first guy to held it for like
24 hours.
Not even 24 hours, maybe like.
I mean, it was
pretty close to 24 hours, yeah. And
22, something.
I think that's why they've had Kevin Owens hold it so long. Because they're like, the last thing we want is debuting this new title. This new guy from NXT got in. He hasn't been seen on TV much. Loses it. Kevin Owens, we have to make him hold it for a while.
Yeah. So I think...
which I do think he'll lose it soon, but I don't know why everyone's like, he'll have to lose it. And it has to be Goldberg. Like, I don't...
The only problem I have with, like... If Kevin Owens keeps it, my problem is now we have to invent a feud for Mania for Kevin Owens in the title match. Like, we just have to invent... Like, you're having to...
Either way, it's going to be on short notice.
That's what I'm saying. So why not... I'm saying why not use the existing Goldberg-Lesnar feud? Because Kevin Owens literally has no feud with anybody.
Well, then if you give it to Lesnar, though, or if you give it to Goldberg, him and Lesnar have it, and then what's Kevin Owens doing? See, you know what I mean? That's another reason.
You fight... So what happened on Raw...
Because then Goldberg and Lesnar have their match, and...
Well, hang on. What happened on Raw was when Goldberg came out, Jericho and Owens were in the ring, and Jericho got all up in Goldberg's face and was like, "Yeah, you'll get a title match, yeah." And he's like right up in Goldberg's face, and he's like, "With Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship," and then he just backed out real quick. So what you could do is you could take the title off Owens at Fastlane, and then Owens is going to be like, "What the heck? 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, you just kind of threw me into this title match and told him I'd fight him." So you take the title off Owens, give it to Goldberg. That's your main event at WrestleMania. Owens turns on Jericho for setting him up for losing his title. So you have a Kevin Owens, United States Championship title match because Jericho's leaving in May to go on Fozzy. Somebody's got to take the title off Jericho too.
There's too much going on right there. I just feel like that's way too much going on. Like, I mean, that could happen.
Well, Jericho is leaving in May. Like, that's not a...
Him and Goldberg leaving, I don't think they'll... Already they're going to have to drop Kevin Owens having the title at some point. I don't think they'll do it to Goldberg, and then he has to drop the title again, and then Jericho already has to... There'll be like 3 title drops in like a month. It'll be interesting. It's gonna be something that is unusual. There's no way they've gotten themselves into a place where no matter what
they've backed themselves in a corner.
No matter what they do, it's gonna be something like they don't usually do.
And I mean, I don't see how you.
I just can't see them giving it to a 50-year-old guy who's not gonna be here much longer already, who very rarely wrestles. And then if he does get the title, he's dropping it to Lesnar, who is pretty much a part timer to begin with.
Maybe they'll make.
He's gonna have to drop it again.
Maybe they'll have to like renegotiate Lesnar's contract.
Unless they do. Well, he's not doing more dates. I know that. If the only way he could do it is if they did like what they did in 2014, where he kind of just like would come on, do a pay-per-view, show up once every month on Raw.
I mean, it would work.
That would kind of work, I guess.
But I don't see how you, like. My thing is it's like we just said, something's gonna have to be thrown together. There's no way around it. You gotta this coming up Raw. So you got like Elimination Chamber this week, and then you'll have 2 Raws in between Fastlane. So you gotta utilize the Goldberg Lesnar or the Goldberg Owens feud for 2 weeks. Okay, there's half a month off your WrestleMania run for Kevin Owens.
That's what I mean.
If you leave the title on Owens, that's 2 weeks you're not using him in a feud to build for Mania.
Because last year it was kind of like that too. They had the Triple H versus Reigns rivalry, and then him and Ambrose had a match right before, and they just threw it together at the last minute. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're having a match," but he would still like feud with Reigns on Raw, like more than he would with Dean Ambrose.
So like my problem is
it'll be kind of like that.
My problem is like, no matter what, there's gonna be a short-term feud somewhere. Like whether it's Owens just invents some kind of feud for somebody to main event WrestleMania, or Lesnar and Goldberg's little feud they got now boils up into a huge feud for the title. Like either way, a new feud, some kind of new feud.
Could you see him doing a triple threat with all 3 of them? I kind of hope they don't do that, but
I'd like to see. I've always kind of wanted to see Owens and Lesnar have a match. I've always kind of wanted to see that. I mean,
I don't know. I think that would be kind of weird because it would be like. Owens isn't really technically a power guy, but he's never going to be able to.
They won't do that. They won't do that because Lesnar and Goldberg already have their WrestleMania match set in a singles match. Like they're not going.
I mean, like down the road, like somehow, like he loses his title, and then Goldberg and Lesnar fight, and then he still needs his rematch, so they just throw them all 3 in there again, or something crazy
at
like
Mania,
that.
Something like that.
Something crazy or after WrestleMania.
Goldberg's contract will be up, so it's I don't.
This is why I hate when they do that. They'll bring back guys like Goldberg, and they'll give them all this leverage, and then they just will be like, "Okay, well, you're leaving. We didn't think about it until now." Like,
I mean,
that's such short-term. It's so terrible planning. Like
that's what they have literally backed themselves up in a corner, and
because Goldberg does not need to be champion. I don't think.
I just have a feeling.
I think they learned their lesson already when he just came back in 2003 and it just completely was like, yeah, I'm out of here now. Like after about 8 months, not even that really.
And this will be the same exact thing.
This will be exactly the same way, and he just came back, crushed Lesnar, and then he's like, okay, I'm out of here. And then now he might be champion.
So that's why I'm saying I hope he becomes champion and Lesnar crushes him.
I feel like if they haven't already, if they are planning on making him champion, they're gonna. If they plan on making him champion, I think they have something in the works to re-sign him or something, and they kind of have like an understood deal. There's no way I see Vince.
Well, there's absolutely.
Then we're into a whole nother Bret Hart '97 situation.
Well, there's absolutely no way. You put it in stone. There's no way Goldberg's losing at Mania or Lesnar's losing at Mania. No.
He better not. That would be so ridiculous.
If he loses at Mania, I'm just probably gonna stop watching.
It's ridiculous that we have Goldberg come back after not wrestling for 13 years, come back and beat Lesnar, and then if he wins the title, and he can't even wrestle for more than like 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. The best way to retire him is put the title on him, send him to Mania. Lesnar just makes him go 10 whole minutes.
I don't think he'd do the job like that though.
Take the title.
He's gonna have to do the job eventually.
Retire him and lose the title at Mania. You had it for a month and a half. Lose the title at Mania and you're done. Pack your bags. Go clean your locker out. You're done. Like. We let your little.
I feel like they'll have.
We let your 50-year-old self come back and squash our biggest guy, and then we let you have the title for a second.
They'll do. I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope they just don't let him be the champion or something, and there's some stake in there. If he loses, he has to retire. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
That's what I can see. You lose, you retire. Typical WWE. You lose, you retire thing, and then he sticks around.
Some of the things that they do.
He sticks around and sticks around and sticks around like everybody else does. So. But.
Oh well, we'll just have to see. I guess.
I don't know. WWE's very hard to predict right now. They've really, and that's a good thing for the company.
Well, it's not the good, like unpredictable. It's like no matter what they do, it's going to be terrible, and we don't know which one of the things it's going to be.
I feel like we've said that a whole lot of times though before, and it usually doesn't turn out terrible.
I will say WrestleMania last year, I wasn't expecting anything. It was pretty good, so I mean, this might be better.
hopefully.
At least we know the Elimination Chamber match is going to be good. It's always pretty good.
I really hope these rumors going around that Reigns and Undertaker are going to have a WrestleMania match, and Reigns is going to get put over the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
I hope that's not true.
If that's true, oh my God.
People are going to get mad.
You think they were mad when he come out at 30 at the Rumble? Let him go over on the Undertaker. Let that happen. He will never be liked ever, no matter what he does. Nothing.
I think the match will be good for it, but he doesn't need to win.
Let him.
He needs to lose, but he needs to do the thing like he did at WrestleMania 31 against Brock, where he looked really good, but he lost. That's what they need.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. So, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting. I'd say, let's see. Today's February the 8th, so got about 2 months till. Just about a little less than 2 months till Mania. So.
They'll figure something out. It'll be good.
Should have. Let's see. We should have.
At least the Elimination Chamber we know will be good. The Elimination Chamber match is always good.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good.
It's always entertaining.
We're going to a live show in Raleigh, North Carolina.
March 26th. You
March
said?
26th. So we'll have some footage from that.
And there'll be a lot of good stars there. They'll have Cena and Orton, I think.
Yeah, we got Cena.
Styles.
That card's got Cena, Orton, Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin. Dean Ambrose is on it, so it's a pretty good card. It's a really strong card. We'll get some footage for it. We got really good seats. We're like 10th row or 9th row or something like that. So we got really good seats. From the ring, we're on the floor. So be sure to check all that footage out. Like I said, it'll be probably around Mania time when we put it up, because that's about 7 days before Mania.
You might get to see something they might test for WrestleMania. They've been known to do that.
Hopefully.
At a house show, kind of
cool.
Experiment, see how the people in the crowd reacted, then make their decision to Mania accordingly.
That'd be really cool. So thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like the video, obviously. Subscribe, comment.
Check out our Instagram and Twitter.
Check out our
Facebook.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus channel. I guess same thing as YouTube, kind of.
It's all embedded together.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll see you next time.